Ram Ram Hare
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu, for continuously enlightening us on Srimad Bhagavatham. Today is our last day overview of 12th Canto. So we all would like to welcome you enthusiastically with a lot of gratitude in our heart. You are so merciful to us. You are so merciful that you are ready to enlighten Chaitanya also next week onwards. Request everyone to chant loudly Hare Krishna mantra. Welcome Prabhuji for today's class. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare. Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. So I'm really happy to be with all of you again on a Saturday night. Saturday late night, not Saturday night. So we are discussing about 12th canto. We have completed first 9 cantos, we had summary, and 10th canto detailed study, and then 11th and 12th canto we are doing again summary overview, so that we can start Chaitanya Charitamrita detailed study. So so 12th canto, now as we know the 10 topics of Srimad Bhagavatham. Atra sarga visargascha sthanam poshanam utaya manvantare ishanupatha nirodha muktir ashraya. So atra sarga visarga, in which canto sarga visarga is there?
That is creation. 4th canto is Visarga, creation of 4th order, and before that thing.
Sarga 3rd.
Sarga 1st. Srishti.
1st canto.
Or 2nd.
Actually, first 2 cantos are warm up.
Okay. And 3rd canto Sarga.
Sarga and Visarga. Broadly, it's not only Sarga or like that, but it's broadly categorized. Actually, as Swami says, all topics are there in all the cantos. So, but generally, normally, Sarga, Visarga, 3rd, 4th, Sarga, Visarga, Sthanam. Sthanam in which canto?
Planetary positions. Yes, that is.
Sthanam is the different planets, how they are situated. So that is there in which 5th canto. Sthanam, Poshanam. Poshanam is nourishment. That is which canto?
Next canto.
Poshanam is 6th canto. Poshanam. Utaya. Uti means desires. Good desire, bad desire. So that is 7th canto. Prahlad, Hiranyakashipu. Manvantare means the different kathas of different Manus and the avtaras which comes there. Manvantare is 8th canto. Ishanu Katha is 9th canto. Lord's activity. Ishanu Katha. Mukti Nirodha Ashraya. Nirodha Mukti Ashraya. So Nirod is 12th, Mukti is 11th, Ashraya is 10th. Nirodha Mukti Ashraya. Nirodha means going back home, back to Godhead. So Nirodha Mukti Ashraya. So how there is annihilation of the universe and how Jiva goes back to Godhead. That is Nirodh. That is Pralaya. Different types of Pralaya are also described in the final instruction, and how Parikshit Maharaj goes back to Godhead. So Nirodha Mukti Ashraya. Ashraya is the 10th. Mukti is 11th. 12th is Nirodh. So Nirodha is going back home, back to our head. That is like final conclusion. So this has 13 chapters, the 12th canto, and it deals with different topics. It's like the concluding part of Srimad Bhagavatam. It is compared to a cap, mm, cap of a bottle. When you fill the bottle, then you put a cap. The whole Bhagavatam, everything was filled in the bottle, and now the cap has to put tight. So that cap is that 12th canto. So Bhagavad Gita also is like that, like a sandwich. So there is bhakti in the between, and above and below are the coverings. So do you know the what analogy is given for Bhagavad Gita, Vishwacharya Thakur?
Jewel box.
Jewel box. Yes. But I want to hear from others. Vasudeva Sudarshan is answering all the questions. He is taking, lead position. So,
The empty vessels make more noise. I told you before also. That is my position.
but you are making right noise. You are giving right answers. So, jewel box covering in the middle is the jewel, diamond, bhakti. So, like that also, 12th canto, there is basically jnana. More of jnana is there in that 12th canto. Predominance of knowledge, jnana. But inside bhakti is there, but to cover, cap. So, there are symptoms of Kali Yuga. What will happen in Kali Yuga? What are the different symptoms of Kali Yuga? How Kali Yuga will degrade? And how at the end Kalki will appear? So, the symptoms of Kali Yuga are described. How people with long hairs, they will be considered very beautiful. And Prabhupada was telling this to the hippies, that in Kali Yuga, people with long hair will be considered very beautiful. And then everybody is seeing at their long hairs. Prabhupada said, that is a symptom of Kali Yuga. And Prabhupada wouldn't allow his disciples to grow long hairs. So one of the disciples, he shaved up, he cut everything, and he took initiation. But after that, he again started growing long hairs. After that, he again started growing long hairs slowly. Then Prabhupada said, Are? Prabhupada said, why you are having long hairs? You should have short hairs. So he said, see Swamiji, you see Lord Chaitanya, he had long hairs. You see Nityananda Prabhu, he had long hairs. You see in the Panchatattva, they had long hairs. So I am also having long hairs. What is the problem? Krishna also had long hairs. Prabhupada said, oh, you are following Lord Chaitanya, you are following Nityananda Prabhu, you are following Lord Krishna. But who told you about Nityananda Prabhu? Who told you about Chaitanya Mahaprabhu? Who told you about Krishna? He said, Prabhupada, you. Prabhupada said, then what is my hairstyle? Then he said, Jai Prabhupada. And he went and shaved. Like that. So, the people with long hairs will be considered beautiful. And what are different symptoms of Kali Yuga? Beauty, external beauty will be considered as the parameter for seeing the character. How character will not be considered as actually parameter. So like that, there are different symptoms described of Kali Yuga, and the people's height, strength, longevity will reduce as Kali Yuga progresses. And we see that also nowadays, people don't have so much strength also, don't have mental strength also, physical strength also. and people are quite volatile, disturbed, upadhrita. Prayanalpayusha sabde kalau asmin yuge jana mand sumand matayo mand bhagya upadhrita. So how many of you feel that people in Kali Yuga are disturbed? You agree with this? No? Nobody agrees. Yeah. Okay. Two of them agree. So, so okay. So everybody agrees. Upadhrita. As I told you last time, one boy was wearing a t-shirt. In the front it was written, "Please do not disturb me." And behind it was written, "I am already disturbed." So people are disturbed, highly disturbed. So that is one of the symptoms of Kali Yuga. So these different symptoms are described in this. One of the chapter is there. Then there are the degradation of different kings. How the dynasty of the kings are given, and the names are also given. Magadha dynasty, Puranjay, and Chanakya Pandit's name is also there. He will help Chandragupta Maurya and like that. And that how these kings actually they become the kings, future kings is this new king. Actually, the one who is the king. One of the ministers does a coup. You understand coup, or what do you say? Uh, coup, you understand? Eh?
Take over, Guruji.
Take over, yeah. Take over.
Forcefully
Forced to take over. Forced to take over.
Nowadays it happens in some countries, some military general head, he takes over the whole country.
Yes.
Whoever is the political head, usko maar ke khud बैठ जाता है. Some of the countries it happened recently, it happens. So that was how it will happen, and it happened. That is given. How this king became king because he is one of the ministers and he did a coup and he assassinated this king, and then he became, and then he also was killed by some other minister and he became the king, and so the names are given and how they became the king, and that is given. In Kali Yuga what will happen and what happened. So the degradation of the kings, their names, that is given one of the chapters. I am not going sequence wise. Okay, the degraded dynasty of Kali Yuga. This is chapter 1 only. Chapter 2 is symptoms of Kali Yuga. Then Bhumi Gita by Bhumi Devi. The 4 categories of harm. Then there is universal annihilation, pralay. Different kinds of pralay are there. 4 types of pralay are explained. Which are the 4 types of pralay? There is first is Nitya Pralaya.
Naimittik Pralaya, Atantik.
Nitya, Naimittik, and Prakritik, and then Atyantik. 4 are there. So Nitya is which is happening at every moment. Every moment we are dying actually. Every moment our bodily cells are dying and we are become old and old and old and old and old and old and old. Slowly we are dying every moment. So that is Nitya Pralay. So that is every moment. Then there is Naimittika Pralay, which is actually at the one day of Brahma. At the end of one day of Brahma. So when the one day of Brahma passes, there is partial destruction of the whole universe. Till Swargaloka. Janaloka, Tapaloka, Maharloka, Satyaloka, they are not destroyed. So this partial destruction is called Naimittik Pralay. And then is Prakritik Pralay. Prakrita Pralay is at the end of Brahma's whole life. That is after 100 years. After 100 years of Brahma, there is Pralay which is called Prakritik Pralay. Means Lord Vishnu inhales That is Prakritik Pralay. So once one devotee asked Krishnanand Prabhu, so many problems are there. Not Krishnanand, sorry. One of the devotees asked him, His Holiness Radhanath Swami Maharaj. So many problems are there in my life as a grahastha, this problem, that problem, that problem, this problem, that problem. So when this problem will get over, Maharaj said, these all problems will get over when Lord Mahavishnu inhales inside. Then, when there is Prakritik Pralay, then the problems will end. Till that time, problems will be there. So at the end of 100 years of Brahma, there is called Prakritik. Prakritik Pralay. So first is Nitya Pralay, which is there at every moment. And there is Naimittik Pralay, which is at the one day of Brahma, when the night is there of Brahma. Brahma has to create again in the morning. And then Nitya, Naimittik and Prakritik Pralay. Prakrit Pralay is at the end of Brahma's life. And then the fourth one is Atyantik. Atyantik is actually the soul leaves this material world and goes back home, back to God. That is called Atyantik. That is the final. Atyantik, Prakritik, Naimittik and Nitya Pralay. So these are the four this annihilation Pralay described, which is called Nirodha. Basically Nirodha means Pralay only. Then Shukdev Goswami speaks final instructions to Maharaj.
Prabhu, Anantam Prabhu has raised hands.
Oh, sorry. Yes.
Prabhu, during during Naimittika Pralaya, does the whole of the lower planetary systems also get destroyed?
Yeah. The ocean water rises till Swargaloka.
Okay.
So only four are spared. 4 planet system. That is Janaloka, Tapaloka, Maharloka and Satyaloka.
Okay.
The Swargavasis also goes up, temporary. They take residence in Maharloka and like that. So lower planets are gone. Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhu.
So just like during sometimes rains, when the flood comes, then the people who are living anywhere on the road here, there, then they take some shelter somewhere, temporary, like that. Okay, so, and then next chapter is Shukdev Goswami's final instruction to Maharaj Parikshit. And can you imagine now? Parikshit was averted. What he must have spoken in this, the final. What do you think? Like finally he is meeting, he'll leave, na? Any guess? Yes, I have to hear from you. What will now Shukdev Goswami finally speak? Conclusion क्या हो सकता है?
So नाम संकीर्तनम यस्य सर्व पाप प्रणाशनम प्रणामो दुःख समनस्तो नामी हरिं परम.
That will come later. Now, what he speaks is, very simple, basic philosophy. Oh king, give up animalistic mentality of thinking, I am going to die. Unlike the body, you have not taken birth. There was not a time in the past when you did not exist and you are not about to be destroyed. You are distinct from material body. The same way fire is distinct from his fuel. See, he is explaining the basic philosophy. How you are not the body, you are spirit soul. That is all described in this chapter. So, we have to come back to the basics again and again and again and again. Basics is very important. So, although Shukdev Goswami has spoken about Krishna Lila, Ras Lila, and all different Leelas, Vrindavan Lila, and what not in whole 9th canto and 10th canto, and it was like the climax, crescendo of the whole philosophy. But the most important thing is basics. So go back to basics is very important. So Shukdev Goswami is teaching Parikshit Maharaj again the basics. You are not this body, you are spirit soul. Don't think you are going to die. One who thinks he is going to die is animal, he is writing. So basic teaching is given by Shukdev Goswami to Parikshit Maharaj in this chapter 5th. Then chapter 6, Maharaj Parikshit passes away. Shukdev Goswami leaves, and then Parikshit Maharaj meditates, starts meditating on the Lord's pastime, the activities what he has heard for 7 days, 7 nights. And when the Takshak actually comes, before Takshak's biting only, Parikshit Maharaj leaves this material world and goes back to Godhead. And before that, what happened? Which incidents happened? Yes. Just before Parikshit Maharaj leaving the body.
Sukadev Goswami also leaves from that arena, Prabhuji. He doesn't wait for
That is there.
Parikshit to be.
After Shukdev Goswami leaves and before Parikshit Maharaj leaves, what happens?
And rishis came to visit Parikshit
Very
Maharaj.
important event happened. What was spoken? The essence. See, that time Uttara, mother of Parikshit Maharaj, she came running there. And she said, oh, I missed everything. I missed this Bhagavad Katha. Shukdev Goswami spoke to you 7 days, 7 nights. I missed whole thing. I am so regretful. You please tell me, now you are going to die. I will not meet you again. We will not meet again. You please tell the essence of the essence of the essence of the essence, whatever Bhagavatam he spoke. You please tell me short. Then Parikshit Maharaj, what he speaks? Don't know.
Prabhu, this is not there in Srimad Bhagavatam, no? It may be in some other explanations.
This is there. This is not there, I think. But it is said that that time he speaks Brihat Bhagavatamrit. How Brihat Bhagavatamrit came? That is what Parikshit Maharaj speaks to Uttara in the final moments. And this is what later Sanatana Goswami writes. Brihat Bhagavatamrit. Volume 1, Volume 2. So Brihat Bhagavatamrit is the essence of Srimad Bhagavatam. And this essence is spoken by Parikshit Maharaj and is about to leave to his mother Uttara. Is it clear? So then Parikshit Maharaj passes away. Then there is a description of Markandeya Muni's activities. So how Markandeya Muni actually is does tapasya, and then Lord is pleased, and then he wants to, what Markandeya Muni asks to the Lord, Lord says, what benediction you want, please tell me, I am very much pleased with your tapasya. So what Markandeya Muni asks?
Want to know about Maya? To experience Maya?
I want to see your illusory potency, Maya. So that time Lord smiles at Markandeya. And then Prabhupada writes that actually Lord is smiling, that I have come myself here. I am ready to give you anything. And you are asking, I want to see Maya. The Lord smiles there, mild smile. And he also said, Lord's smile is Maya in a Virat roop. So that was not a very pure desire of Markandeya Muni, And at other place also, when Lord Shiva asks, I want to see your Mohini Murti. That time also Lord smiles. Why you want to see? So anyways, here also he desires, then Lord shows him. After a few 1 or 2 days, the ocean flood comes, and then the whole ashram of Markandeya is flooded, and then he is swimming for years and years and hundreds of years in the water. And then he sees that Vatapatra Shai, Vishnu and Krishna, and then he sucks. Inside he goes, and there he sees ashram, his ashram, and then he again puts your hand, he is again in the ocean. And then many millions, many hundreds of years have passed. And then again the Lord takes him inside, and he is back in the ashram. And then he realizes what all I have seen. He is completely bewildered. Whether it actually happened or it didn't happen, whether it's my illusory or a dream or what. And he felt that so many years and years, hundreds and thousands of years passed. But actually, when he came there again, it was only few moments which passed. So very powerful, na? Lord's Maya energy. Just imagine so many years and years you are suffering, and ultimately until time only passed. So he was fully confused. And then he understood this was Lord's Maya, which I desired to see. And actually for us also it's like that, because we have come to this material world for long time. Hundreds and millions and billions of years have passed, we are here. We have left Lord Krishna so many years back. Now when we go back home, back to Godhead after such a long time, there, how much time must have passed? In the spiritual world. Yes, who can answer?
In spiritual world, there is no consumption of time, no consumption of time.
Yeah.
No, there is no concept like time in spiritual world.
That's true. But still Lord exhibits time for the pastime sake. The sun, moon, although it's not required, but they are still there. Just like morning, afternoon, evening, Lord does Ashtakaliya Leela. So time is required because Lord does morning Leela, afternoon Leela, evening Leela, and then eight prahar, means 8 times, different prahars are there. So although time is not there, but still Lord enacts time. So there few moments have passed. It's like millions and billions of years in this material world, and we go back. As we go on higher planets, the time actually it's like in the seed form, very less time. Brahma's one moment for us, long time. So like that, many years in this material world is very less time in the spiritual world. So when we go back to Krishna and we meet, only few moments have passed, but for us, billions years we have suffered in this material world and came back. It is just like Krishna is searching, Krishna and all the cowherd boys are playing, and in between we have fallen down, and we have come back, and they have just finished their playing. Ek khel ho gaya. One round is over of their play of kabaddi, and we are back. Ramal Arjun Prabhu, in between only he came, some sport was going, kabaddi. And Krishna said, hey, where Ramal Arjun Prabhu went? Our kabaddi is going on, then fall down and millions of years here. And when you go back, it's just a few moments. Arey, where you went? Krishna will ask. Our play is going on. Right?
Prabhuji, your words are reassuring. So one day at least I will go back.
So Krishna is waiting. Your kabaddi play is going on still there. So it's a few seconds, few moments pass there, but here we have suffered for millions and billions of years. So that happened with Markandeya Muni. Markandeya Muni understood. फिर से मांगने का नहीं है benediction. I want to see your Maya. Anyways, the Markandeya sees the illusory potential of the Lord, Lord Shiva and Uma glorifies Markandeya Muni. Of course, then they see Markandeya Muni and then they glorify him. Then there is summary description of the Mahapurush, topics of the Bhagavatam, summarize the glories of Srimad Bhagavatam. Then there are glories of Srimad Bhagavatam, Mahapuran, the symptoms of Mahapuran that is given. Then Srimad Bhagavatam, the conclusion, the 10 topics as we discussed, na? Patra Sarga Visarga. So that I think comes here, the topics of Srimad Bhagavatam summarized. The glories of Srimad Bhagavatam and Gyan, Magar Ganesh Pilar. So now you may think why it is this in the last it is all described how this annihilation will happen and how Kali Yuga will degrade, symptom of Kali Yuga. So in the mind of Shukadeva Goswami, this was there that Parikshit Maharaj may feel that I am leaving this world untimely और बीच में जाना पड़ रहा है, ये श्राप मिल गया, और if I could have stayed more, I could have said the things right, सब ठीक किया रहता मैंने, बीच में श्राप मिल गया. He might be feeling repentant or morose because he has to leave early. Shukadeva Goswami say, don't worry, बाद में टाइम बहुत खराब होने वाला है. Things are going to degrade very much. Kali Yuga is going to become dark and darker and darker and darker, and degradation is going to start. So don't think that you are missing anything. Better is go now only. So don't worry that if you would have been there, you would have set things right. Things are set by Krishna already. And the worst times are going to come. So be detached and just leave this world. This is good time for you to live. So that's why actually that is one of the reasons Shukadeva Goswami is speaking all this in the 12th canto, that how degradation will happen, the symptoms of Kali Yuga, and how the loyalty will be lost. So that is what he speaks Shukadeva Goswami in the end, so that Parikshit Maharaj doesn't have any attachment for this world. The final moments are there. Huh? When the final moment of a person is coming, so this conclusion is very important. Just get detached from this world and focus your mind there. Don't think I have this thing to do, that thing to do, that thing to do, this thing to do, this thing to do, like that. So he actually prepares his disciple. Of course, person is also very advanced. He's not attached. He has left everything before only. Final moments are like that. Actually, have you heard about Stoka Krishna Prabhu? Anybody have heard?
Yes,
How he
Prabhuji.
left?
He was in Delhi temple, right?
No. Chopati.
Chaupati. Yes, I have heard about him.
Yeah, he left the body. He had cancer. I think he was in Brahmachari ashram, and then he just got married, and soon he got cancer actually. And then he was taken care in Chopati. Radha Maharaj and others were there, and his cancer was like incurable, terminal cancer. And of course, he had a family, wife, and small daughter. So they would come to meet, and the cancer was actually quite painful, and so his body was degrading. And devotees were chanting for him. Some treatment was going. Maharaj would come to meet him, and he was in temple. We saw him during that time, long back. And then when the final moments, means final some days were remaining, so that time then Maharaj told to his family members, means his wife and daughter, that you should stop coming now, and you should not see. Felt painful for them, and because now final moments means he has to prepare now. He should not feel, array, I couldn't fulfill my responsibility. If only I would have lived some more time, I could have taken care of my wife and daughter. And if he lives with that consciousness, then he will not achieve perfection. So Maharaj told in the final days that they should not come. He let him get detached, and Maharaj was speaking in his ears that just be detached from this world. Don't think you have any attachment here, anything to do. Just leave this world and focus on Krishna. That's all. So somebody should be there at our final moments to tell us like that. And what spiritual master himself is there to guide you in your ear. And like that he left the body. So leaving the body is a very crucial time. What we think at that time. And if I attach, nahi, shayad ye acha, this could have said right. I could have lived some more time. So, Shukdev Goswami purposefully tells Parikshit Maharaj about the nature of the Kali Yuga, how things are going to degrade. And that's why you don't think that मैं अगर ज्यादा समय रहता मुझे श्राप नहीं मिलता तो मैंने और ठीक कुछ किया रहता कुछ ठीक नहीं सब सेट है everything is going to degrade you just get off the scene now don't be attached this one just focus usual world like that so that's how he's preparing and one just story I wanted to tell about the Kali Yuga symptoms. This story comes in the Mahabharata. So, what are symptoms of Kali Yuga? So, what happened when Kali Yuga just started? It's like when at the end, end of the Upper Yuga and Kali Yuga started. So that time, all these Pandavas, so they could see that something is going wrong. Now Kali Yuga is going to start soon. So when Yudhishthira Maharaj once was in the palace, one fellow came to meet him. And he said, I want to meet Yudhishthira Maharaj. So Bhim was there at the entrance and he said, you need not disturb my brother. You tell me. First, let me see what is your problem. Let me solve your problem. Let me hear what is the problem. And he said, see, today a very strange thing I observed. Yesterday, I put a fence compound around my field, kheti. I had put so that it can protect from the animals and other things, so my field will be safe. So I put a compound yesterday, compound wall nicely. But today when I went there, I saw that the compound itself, the fence itself ate my whole crops. And it destroyed my whole crops. So the compound which is supposed to protect my crops, it only destroyed my crops. So how did this happen? Oh, Bhim said, my God, I never heard like this. It's quite amazing. So better is you go and meet Yudhishthira Maharaj. He only can say this. He went inside. Then the second person came. He said, I want to meet Yudhishthira Maharaj. He said, wait, what is your problem? First tell me. He said, see, yesterday what I did, I took a bucket full of water, this big bucket, and then I took small pots, 4 pots I took, and I emptied the whole bucket in those pots. 1, 2, 3, 4. So all those pots were filled. You said, yes, so then what I did, I took those pots. So now he poured the whole water of the bucket in the pots. 4 pots were filled, the bucket was empty. So when he took those 4 pots and one by one emptied those pots back in the bucket again, the bucket was half full. It was only half full, not full. How this happened? He said, my God, I don't know. You better go and meet Yudhishthira Maharaj. He went inside. Third person came. I want to meet Yudhishthira Maharaj. He said, wait. I am his brother. You tell me. He said, see, what happened? Yesterday I saw a magical thing. What? Yesterday I saw a big elephant coming in our vicinity. And there I saw a big wall is there. And the elephant just walk. And he walked inside the wall, through the wall, the whole elephant went. Aar par ho gaya. But the most amazing thing was the tail of the elephant got stuck. The whole elephant passed through the wall, but the tail got stuck. How did this happen? You said, I don't know. Please go and ask Yudhishthira Maharaj. Then the fourth person came. Fourth said, I want to meet Yudhishthira. He said, wait, please tell me. He said, see, yesterday night I had a dream. I want to know the meaning of that. What dream you had? I saw I am walking in a desert. And a desert, it's nothing is there, no water, no greenery, nothing. And it is so dark. And I'm walking and I'm thirsty and I'm tired. I cannot see. And I'm walking for a long time. And then I see a small plant there. And that plant is actually coming out like this small plant, green something. And then when I go and hold that plant in my hand, immediately there was light, there was brilliance, everywhere there was light. And I could see that because of that light, everything I could see, and I could see beautiful gardens and trees around me. And it was such a pleasant and cooling atmosphere. Suddenly, because I just touched that plant, everything was very pleasant. What is the meaning of this? He said, I don't know. Better ask Yudhishthira. Then, when all these four people had gone inside and then met Yudhishthira Maharaj explained them, and then they went and Bhim went inside and he said, Yudhishthira Maharaj, please tell me what is this? I couldn't understand. What is the meaning? And these four people came and what they explained, what is the puzzle? What is the riddle? Please tell. Yudhishthira Maharaj said, you didn't understand? See, the first person. Now Kali Yuga is going to come. So the first person, he said that fence. He built a fence to protect the crops. In Kali Yuga, the kings, the leaders who are supposed to protect the public, they will only exploit the public. That is the symptom of Kali Yuga. Kali Yuga is coming, so that's why this compound fence, which is supposed to protect the crops, it only destroyed the crops. Oh, do you understand? This is symptom of Kali Yuga, yes. The second person, what about the bucket? Yeah, see, bucket he poured in 4 pots, the 4 pots were full, and when he poured it back, the bucket was half full. So what? Guess what is the symptom of Kali Yuga? What it meant? Anybody knows the story?
Parents and children, Prabhu.
You heard the story before. Or you didn't
I
or you
read
didn't
somewhere, Prabhu. I read it.
read. Acha. So parents will give so much love and care to the children, but when the children grows up and the parents become old, they won't be able to give and reciprocate the same love they have received from the parents. They will be only able to satisfy them half. That is Kali Yuga. And third, the elephant passed but the tail got stuck. What does it mean? Symptom of Kali Yuga. No? Any guess?
People who do make big mistakes, they'll be able to escape. But people who are doing small mistakes will be caught.
Little bit, you're right. People who are very rich, very influential, they may do big blunders, big crime, big scams. They will roam scot-free. They will not be caught because they are very influential. But a very poor person, very small person, he may do some small mistake. He will be caught. He will be put behind the bars. Big people doing big crimes, big blunder, murders, everything, they will be spot free, roaming. But the pooch attack gaye, small people will get caught for small mistakes. Yeah? That is symptom of Kali Yuga. And then the last one, what about the plant? So, so the plant is, he said, Yudhishthira Maharaj said, see, in Kali Yuga, there is no hope. It is a age of quarrel and hypocrisy. Everywhere there is hypocrisy, quarrel, age of darkness, everywhere dark, ignorance, avidya. But it's like a desert, everywhere. It's so much dark. But that plant is like the Harinam, Harinam Sankirtan. So if you take shelter of that Harinam, then the same Kali Yuga, the golden period, where there will be devotional service and devotees, and you will take shelter of the holy name, you will be freed from all the faults of Kali Yuga. So, Nama Sankirtanam, what is that? Kali Yuga is full of faults, but Kirtanadeva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Param Vedit.
Kaler Dosha Rajan. Kaler Dosha
Nidhe Rajan. Kaler Dosha Nidhe Rajan. Asti Eko Mahan Guna. Kirtanadeva Krishnasya Mukta Sangha Param Vraji. So there is only one hope in this. That is Kaler Dosha Nidhe Rajan. It is an ocean of faults, darkness, quarrel, hypocrisy. Only there is one hope of that plant, holy name, Kirtanadeva Krishnasya. If we take shelter of that, then everything will become right. So then we understood, oh my God, Kali Yuga is going to come. It's horrible, danger. And we are living in Kali Yuga, right in the middle of the Kali Yuga, and we think we are very happy. We are very peaceful. But they were very afraid. Bhim and Yudhishthira Maharaj, and then they left on the
we are in actual desert. Kali Yuga is desert among yugas, and we are in actual desert.
Yeah. Kuwait. So if you see some plant, take shelter of that. So it is the holy name. If you take shelter of the holy name will save us. Nama Chintamani Krishna Chaitanya Rasa Vigraha Purna Shuddha Nitya Mukta Abhinnatva Nama Namina. Name is not different from Krishna. If we take shelter of this holy name, then we'll be saved from these defects of Kali Yuga. So like that, the symptoms of Kali Yuga are also described in this 12th canto. And the glories of Bhagavatam is there. Conclusion of Bhagavatam, the 10 topics, like that. The symptoms of Mahapuran. So like that, that is the yeah. So this is what 12th canto is. And then finally that verse. That verse is the last verse. Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam Pranamo Dukkha Shamana Tam Namami Harim Param. What is the number of that? That is 23. 12, 13, 23. Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam Pranamo Dukkha Shamanastam Namami Harim Param. I offer my respectful obeisance unto the Supreme Lord Hari, the congregational chanting of whose holy name destroys all sinful reaction, and the offering of obeisances unto whom relieves all material sufferings. So, this is the end of the purport of purport is not there for this. The verse is there, but purport is not there. So, where Bhagavatam, where Bhagavad Gita ends, Bhagavatam starts. What is the end of Bhagavad Gita? Sarva dharman parityajya mam ekam sharanam vraja. Give up all so-called religions and just surrender unto me. And then how Bhagavatam starts? What is the connection? Bhagavad Gita ends, Bhagavatam starts. Which is the verse matching with Sarva Dharman Parityajya in Bhagavatam? Don't know.
Parodharma, Prabhu? About Parodharma?
Dharma prochita kaitavatra paramo nirmatsaranam sadam. Second verse of Bhagavatam. that give up all cheating kinds of religion and only Bhagavad religion. Bhagavad religion is Bhagavad Dharma. That is true religion. Accept that. So that matches with Sarva Dharman Parityaja in Bhagavad Gita. So where Bhagavad Gita ends, Bhagavatam starts with Dharma Prochita Kaitavati. And where Bhagavatam is ending, Nama Sankirtanam Yasya Sarva Papa Pranashanam. And there in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it starts with Nam Sankirtan. In Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, when he is appearing, he appears with in such a setting that everybody in the Navadvip was chanting the holy name of Hari and Hare Krishna, because the eclipse was there, and because of that, everybody in the Hindu, Muslim, everybody, all kinds of people were chanting holy name of the Lord, Hari, 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 Hari. And when Lord appeared, he actually inaugurated. Whenever he would cry, and the gopis, the other ladies, they would chant Hare Krishna, Hari Bol, he will keep silent. So he actually inaugurated the holy name before he is appearing, and when he was small, and later, of course, way later he starts later, but he showed the symptoms in the beginning. So holy name starts. So in Chaitanya Charitamrita, it is in the beginning only. And then Chaitanya Charitamrita ends with Shikshashtakam, like that. So Ashlishya Vapadaratam Vinashtumam Adarshanam Dharmatam Kurokuma. So that is the end. So we have to reach there. So we are still on the way. So then we'll start with Chaitanya Charitamrita next time. As we have now completed Srimad Bhagavatam. We have not completed. There is so much in Srimad Bhagavatam. We have just completed the overview, the Bindu of the Sindhu. We have just touched the Bindu of the Sindhu. So you yourselves can read now Bhagavatam. But we will discuss Chaitanya Charitamrita. But we have just the overview of Bhagavatam done. But it's just like scratching the surface. Bhagavatam is huge. It's like ocean. So, but we'll go to Chaitanya Charitamrita from next time, and then we'll have PPT also. I think I had shared the link of the PPT with all of you. You have downloaded, everybody?
Yes. I have downloaded, but I don't know about others.
Okay, you have downloaded, na?
Yes.
Maybe you can once share the link again on the group, so everybody can be ready with the PPT next time.
Yeah. Okay.
Like that. And you can circulate the message to in the bigger group also, that we are going to start Chaitanya Charitamrita, so more people can join. Like that.
Sure.
Yeah. Okay. So it's 10:30 in India, and my eyes are closing up. I have to reach temple from here 45 minutes more, and we'll meet again next Saturday. Thank you so much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai. Hari Bol. Thank you for joining. 19 devotees are there today.
Yes, Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhu. You can thank Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, devotees. Am I audible?
Yes,
Prabhuji, please give us 1 second. We would like to express our gratitude to you for enlightening us for years. We started it, long back. So
2
much
years
we gained.
Yes? 2 years ago.
Yes, Prabhu. So much we gained from your nectarian lectures. Yes. Enhanced our devotion service.
No.
It's made us more humble. We learned so many personal traits also from the Prabhu, humility, knowledge.
Because of you, I could read Bhagavatam so much.
So we all would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to you on your daughter's feet for enlightening us. I request all devotees to take shelter of holy name and express our gratitude by chanting Hare Krishna mantra 3 times enthusiastically, loudly, with love.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna,
Hare
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Hare, Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare Rama, Rama
Rama
Rama,
Rama, Hare
Hare Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare
Hare
Hare,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Rama
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Hare
Rama, Hare
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 Krishna,
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Krishna,
Krishna,
Krishna
Krishna, Hare Hare,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Hare
Hare
Rama,
Rama,
Rama
Rama
Rama, Hare
Rama, Hare
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo cha pattanam pavanebhyo Nanda Kodi Vaishnava ki jai, Granthara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, His Grace Chaitanya Chaitanya
Haribo.
jai. Thank you.
Hare.
So, Prabhu, also we can announce that there is Chaitanya Charitamrita continuation from the beginning of next Saturday. So, we request all the devotees to participate in the Saturday program, evening 7 p.m. to 8 p.m. So, we will start from first chapter of Chaitanya Charitamrita Adi Leela from next Saturday evening. So, please make use of this wonderful opportunity. It's very difficult that we try to
Prabhuji,
understand
Prabhuji,
yeah.
Prabhuji, I just have a request. Maybe we should make a poster and
Sure.
circulate it in
Anandeshwar
KKD.
Prabhu,
Yeah.
we will ask Prabhuji to prepare one poster and
Yes.
Chaitanya Charitamrita and the same
Yes,
time,
Prabhuji.
same link. Only instead
Yes.
of Srimad Bhagavatam, we should change it to Chaitanya Charitamrita. Anandeshwar Mukunda Prabhu, it's okay, right? You can make one invitation. Yeah, Prabhu will make. Okay, so we will circulate it. We will circulate in Kannadesh Governmental also, bigger group. Okay, so definitely Chaitanya Charitamrita we cannot understand by our own effort. We need somebody to explain us. So make use of this wonderful opportunity. So now we will welcome all the devotees for this meeting. We will hand over this meeting to His Grace, to our Prabhuji, Asimananda Krishna Nam Prabhu. Prabhu wants to highlight some of the important key points in developing the yatra to progress, to spread the Krishna consciousness, to reach out to more people, and also to guide the existing people, to care the existing people, follow up with the newcomers. Chandra is there. We can, Prabhu, Asimananda Krishna Prabhu.
Hare Krishna Puji, Dandat Pranam Puji.
Hare Krishna Prabhu, Dandat Pranams.
Vanchakalpatarubhyascha kripa sindhubhyo cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo namah.
Ananta Kodi Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai.
Ki jai.
Prabhupada ki jai.
Ki
Jai
jai.
Gaura.
Hare Hare.
We will start